Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ. And let me welcome everyone. It looks like Varenk is not here yet. He did say he might be running late. I think he said something about having family around. So we're not gonna wait for him. We're gonna start at our regularly scheduled time. But as always, if you missed it live, you can catch it on YouTube. Starting roughly an hour after the stream ends most days. I did notice, as I was looking at things, that we did get a bunch of prisoners added to the personnel roster. And I'm not sure why, because I don't remember capturing a bunch of people. It does seem as though some of them are wounded, so let's go ahead. And since Delphine only has 8 patients, she can go ahead and accept another 17, if so. And that puts us at 18, including... Are the people with permanent injuries going to need permanent medical care? Because that is not a thing I remember being a thing. In which case, we might just unassign all of our permanent injuries. Benisa, maybe not. Okay, and those can all go to Elsa, I think. And if we have to adjust things later on, we will adjust things later on. Let's see, in the repair bay, we are still working on the Loki. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, wrong button. Did not mean to click that. I was trying to click here. Okay, so yeah, the personnel roster, prisoners. We also got the Black Hawk and the Mad Cat added to the unit roster, and I guess that is the only thing we had left before we go to the repair bay. This Black Hawk, I think we were planning on taking it apart. Those ER medium lasers could find their way into a Jenner real easily. So I think that we are going to go ahead and start stripping this guy. And then the Mad Cat D with the ERPPCs and the Streak 6s, I think we're going to be stripping him as well. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Where's our armor specialists? We've got B can knock out these armors on 3s. Yeah, that puts her on her way towards being an elite tech. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're not gonna... Oh, she gained an XP for screwing up. 50 minutes on that. That leaves her with 190. Leaves her with 165. We're not pulling a jump jet at 165. We are maybe pulling some heat sinks though at 30 minutes a pop. And ER mediums on 4s. Sure, we'll take as many of those as we can. Let's see. Oh, Shasa. Shasa has 20 XP. Perhaps we could find her a specialization. Maybe not internal because I believe that's 40, but maybe armor or weapon. Shasa. What actually are we shortest on? We are shortest on weapon specialists, behind internal specialists, of course. Yeah, let's go ahead. Since she has it. We're gonna spend on tech specialist weapon, right? Yeah. And we'll add Shasa to our weapon specialist list. And then she'll be able to start pulling these guys on 3s, right? Yes. ER medium lasers on 3s. The double heat sinks on 4s. Oh, gained another XP. Nice. And gained an XP for rolling a 12. Wow. Shasa is just picking up all the XPs today. Double heat sink on a 0. Jump jet. Ooh, on a 6. Maybe not. Can we maybe pull... Oh, no. We'll do a rush job on those for 45 minutes each, but well, let's do these lower arm and hand actuators at 30 minutes a pop. That works for me. Who has the most XP behind her? Sosik at 17. Oh, Kai could be working towards being a battle armor tech. But I think 17 is our next. Nope, Vic Knock at 25. Jamel at 37. Okay. Jamel at 37 minutes can start working on these actuators, or 37 XP, excuse me. Hey, Barank, glad you could make it. Good to see you, of course. Mostly here. Okay, well, I'll take mostly here. In the meantime, let's get Jamel salvaging these actuators. And it looks like my visual seems to be... Oh, in a room full of family. Okay, well, I guess I'm on full display then. Let's get Septi replacing these, or pulling these upper arm actuators, and we can do that in 23 minutes apiece. And the cockpit, we can do that in 600 minutes. That just leaves the gyro and the engine, which we can have Ben Speth, who's our internal specialist, can get started on the engine. Knock that out in 180 minutes. And the gyro, we can knock that out in 200 minutes. And that just leaves the jump jets and the actual components. We'll have, Riam can knock out, say, 3 of these jump jets. Let's see. Fox can pull a couple of these jump jets as well. And then we can start pulling these arms and legs off. That'll be on 3s. Ben can go ahead and take this left leg. The left torso can go to... I guess Elena is close to getting 40 XP, so she's going to be our next internal specialist. She can go ahead and pull that. And all that's left of this Blackhawk is the head, and that is a work in progress. The Mad Cat will have Guillaume pull the armor on a 2. Jamel has 120 minutes left, and he's an armor specialist, so he can do that on a 3. That leaves him with 60 minutes. We'll do 35 here. It doesn't leave him time for much of anything else. Do we have any other armor specialists? Elena, Ben, Penny, Veronica, Guillaume, Jamel, B, and Temalik. B has 15 minutes left. That is not enough to do much of anything. Okay, so our next most experienced tech, I think, is going to be Sosik at 17. So Sosik can go ahead and pull these armor lots on 4s. So we're not risking damaging anything. And then we've got some weapon specialists. And we're going to need some weapon specialists for these other pod space slots. We'll take out the SRMs and the PPCs. We've got the ammo bins. 180 minutes left. Okay. Chris can start pulling these actuators, I think. Should be able to pull most of those in 23 minutes each. On 4s, okay. So hopefully we can earn an XP or 2 doing that. Okay, the cockpit, we'll have Penny pull the cockpit. That'll take her through tomorrow. The gyro, we'll have Veronica do that today. The engine. We don't have any veteran internal specialists, do we? Oh no, Septi. Septi is a veteran, isn't she? Or is she regular? Where did Septi go? Is Septi doing a refit? She might be doing a refit. That might be why she's not on the list. In that case, we'll have Vernita pull the engine. It'll take her through tomorrow. And then we can have Chris start pulling the other components. Maybe not that leg, but the left arm perhaps. Let's see, the right arm is going to be scrapped because it's got a busted shoulder. Which means that we should be able to pull the right torso. No? Oh, no. Right torso, what have we got? Oh, we're still waiting on the engine to come off before we can pull the side torso. We can get the right leg. We'll have Kazook. Oh, on an 8. We'll try that on. We'll see if we can get an elite tech doing that. We'll have Chris spend about 3 days pulling that right leg off because it's in really rough shape, and then we'll have to fix it. Okay, and I think that is everything that we can be doing right now. Everything except the life support and sensor sections, which come out with the head. Let's see, we've got right torso, foot actuator, and lower leg actuator in transit. Those will be arriving in 3 days. We've got a standard gyro and an upper arm actuator arriving in 4 days. We've got that 250XL engine arriving in 4 days. We've got the 325XL and the gyro handing and showing up in 3 days. Okay, so that's it for the repair bay. The hangar, I don't think the only notes I had were for the Jenner, and that's still being refitted. The only notes I had for the personnel market were, or for the personnel tab were, oh, Victorama has 40 XP now. We could maybe improve his gunnery to 2, or we could maybe, well, he's already got double specialization in energy and dodge. What else could we maybe look at getting for him? Some like it hot, which allows -1 to hit, reduced to 0. Human TRO. Environmental specialists are all 60 XP. Cluster hitter's not going to have any effect on his mech. Are we just going to have Victorama continue saving up? Considering that he's effectively a 1-3 pilot with that specialization. Yeah, I think we're going to hold off on that for now. We do need to send, I think, Mariana at this hostile base of operations. No, Victorama is out with the Black Knight. Tonga is out. Ryuku is definitely not going to be it. We could send Galatea. They're relatively mobile and in good condition. Aleutian Lance is a bit on the light side for taking out an entire base. Tethys Lance is not in the right stance. I think we're going to send Galatea Lance. Yeah, we'll send Galatea 14-5 at the hostile base of operations, and that mission will be taking place in 2 days. Okay. New scenario facility assault will occur on the 13th. That is going to be Wednesday. Base defenses have not bid away any forces, but the OPFOR has bid away 4 mechs. 2 Thors, a Loki, and a Mad Cat. The fixed defenses have also not bid away any forces, and the artillery have not bid away any forces. So the OPFOR is down 4 mechs, but everyone else is at full strength. Let's check this out. We've got Galatea, which is our 4 mechs, the Cestus, the Archer, the Warhammer, and the Marauder. We've got a 3-4 attached and a Stalker. Excuse me. We also have an allied officer, a 4-5 pilot, and a Crusader 3R, which is, yeah, the standard regular old Crusader with the medium lasers and machine guns on the arms, LRM-15 deadfire ammo, and SRM-6 deadfire ammo. Okay. So that is interesting. Let's see, the enemy OPFOR that have bid away, was it 3 mechs? 4 mechs? Oh. So there's a Black Lantern Prime, a Dragonfly B, and a Black Lantern D, a Ryokan Prime, a Black Lantern A, and a Battle Cobra Prime. That is, what, 6 mechs, even though they bid away 4, so they started with 2 lances, or 2 stars, excuse me. So they're bringing 6 mechs to our 4. They also have some turrets, a couple light bombard turrets, a medium bombard turret, and a couple light flak turrets, all with elite pilots. The tank reinforcements, allied. We've got a laser carrier, a Brutus, a behemoth, and a manticore. We've got allied mech reinforcements. We've got a Wolverine, a Centurion, a 3-4, and a Griffin, and a 5-6 and a Wolverine 7D. The 7D. Ultra AC5, SRM6 Deadfire ammo. Little Willie, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. Yeah, things are... Oh, they're bringing a lot of artillery. They're bringing 2 Thors and 3 Huitzlopochtlis. All of them with 2-3 pilots except for one of the Thors. Now the Thor has a thumper, which is a good-sized artillery piece, and the Huitzlopochtli has arrow 4, a pair of arrow 4s. Okay, so that's going to be 6 arrow 4s and 2 thumpers, in addition to their 6 mechs, all with 0-1 pilots. 28,000 battle value. That is quite a lot. And if we reinforce, they'll call foul on us. We do have tank reinforcements, mech reinforcements. They have artillery. They have fixed defenses. We have a crusader. We have a stalker. We have our 4 mechs with 2-3 pilots, and except for Scarponi is a 3-4. This does not bode well, but we've got a couple days to mull it over. It's a shame that we can't, you know, attack them in force. It seems like we would be able to attack their base with more than 1 lance without them crying foul. It seems like if we're on the offensive, we should be able to bring as many forces and then they can bid away their defenses as they wish. But restricting us to only attacking with 1 lance just seems artificial and mean. Because they're not attacking us, we're attacking them. We should be able to bring what we want. Okay, so we've got 2 days before that battle happens. We failed to get the cockpit out of the Nova. Let's go ahead and revisit that. 600 minutes, we'll have Veronica take a crack at that. Let's see, the right leg off the Mad Cat will be ready tomorrow. Everything else is looking like it's pretty much done. We'll have the Ostrock ready in another 3.5 weeks. We'll have the Jenner ready in 2.5 weeks. The Clint will be ready in 26 days. Okay, that just leaves these 2. Oh wait, we can start pulling the Mad Cat apart. We've got Ben can start pulling the head and the right torso, and that just leaves the right leg, which will be ready tomorrow. Cockpit will be ready tomorrow, and then we can pull the head out. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll have Ben pull the head. The Mad Cat will... Oh, did we fail to get the right leg off? Needed a 4, got a 3. Yeah, we failed to get the leg off. Okay, so... we do have some other things that are going to take priority before we get back to that. Ranabala is going to be running our ammo bin reloading facility thing. So she's going to be doing all of our ammo for the day. Black Knight doesn't have ammo. Daishi is missing a couple of shots. Okay, so the Banshee took some armor damage, nothing major. We'll have B putting the armor back on that thing. And the Black Knight took a hit to the right torso. We'll have Ben knock that out, and then the right arm took another hit for a 270-minute job. We'll have Ben knock that out, that leaves him with 30 minutes, and then we'll have B, our armor specialist, doing the armor on 4s, and picking up an XP for it. Picking up 2 XP for it. Picking up 3 XP if I'm not mistaken. The left torso, that's endo steel, so we'll have Veronica do that on a 2, and then the left arm, have her do that on a 3. Oh, I forgot it's going to need a right leg. Let's go ahead and pull those actuators. I'm sure those are both in high quality, so we'll do those in like 12 minutes each. Who do we have? Bicknock has 25 XP. Jamil has 38 XP. If we're lucky, he'll pull 2 XP for that, but he won't. Oh, he did gain an XP for it though. We're gonna go back to repair, we're gonna go back to all, and then we'll have to replace that right leg. That's gonna be a 2-day job for an elite internal specialist on a 4. Fox can do that today and tomorrow. And then we'll have Veronica put the armor back on everything else and gain an XP trying. Okay, so the Black Knight's just waiting on its leg, and we're in actuators for that. And then the Mad Cat. Guillaume can pull the right leg. It'll take him 2.5 days. Okay. Half an hour into the stream, we're about to start our first battle, and this is going to be interesting. Our forces are currently in position to assault the enemy, but they require final authorization to proceed. Yeah, better take a look. Is that today? I thought it was the 14th. No, that is the 13th. Okay, well. A hidden enemy-controlled facility has been identified for destruction. The installation is too valuable to remain in enemy hands, and its defenders must be eliminated to ensure it is no longer operational. Your mission is to destroy at least 75% of the defending forces. Oh, there we go with the 75% destruction again, and we all know how I feel about that. This is not an occupation, this is eradication. The priority is destruction, not capture. Do not concern yourself with securing the facility. The enemy will fight to protect this installation, but their defenses will crumble under sustained pressure. First, their forces level their defenses and ensure that when this battle is over, the facility is of no use to anyone. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. If the facility remains salvageable after the assault, we will destroy it. I hate that they say that, but it's not true. The enemy will be left with nothing but ruins. Execute with overwhelming force and leave no doubt who owns this battlefield. Enemy reinforcements will be deploying quicker. Enemy force appears to be well equipped. An allied mech officer has been assigned. If destroyed, will it be considered to have been sufficiently distracted? An observer to monitor our performance. Up for markings indicate a veteran force. No kidding, they're all 0-1s. That's like super elite. Those are like legendary pilots behind all of their mechs. Defended by additional fixed turrets. Allied ground armor forces are approaching the area. Additional allied mechs are approaching the area. Hostile artillery battery is on the field. Capturing this facility will allow it to be destroyed as well. Will commence drop. And we'll see what things are looking like when we get to the drop bay. Okay, so we do want to show IDs. I don't know why that's ever turned off. Okay, so we're deploying on the edge. Our stalker is deploying on the edge as well, but at the beginning of round 0. Our reinforcements are arriving on round 6 and round 12. That doesn't seem fair. Kronos, do you have any kind of pilots, change owner? Okay, well, the mech lance, I guess round 6 is fine, but speed 4, speed 3, speed 3, speed 2. I'm thinking these guys can all deploy on round 10, not 12. Not that I think it's going to make any difference at all. On account of the battle's probably not going to last past round 10. Jade Falcon artillery is all deploying off board. Do we want to maybe have them deploy on board so we have the opportunity to destroy them? We've got a heavy blaze turret with 2 binary laser cannons and 20 SRMs. Wow. A heavy flak turret with 2 LB2Xs and an LB5X and 4 LRM5s. A large missile turret, a light missile turret with 2 LRM5s. A light shredder turret with 6 SRMs. A medium bombard turret with 16 mech mortars. A medium laser turret with an ER large and 2 mediums. A light missile turret with 2 LRM5s, a Calliope turret with 2 LRM5s and 2 large lasers, a couple more light bombard turrets with mech mortar 8s. What kind of map are we looking at here? Oh, that is an ugly, ugly map. How many rerolls do we have with this lance? She has tactics 2. So we can reroll 2 conditions or shift 2 conditions, 1 pip each. What are our planetary conditions? With light rain, daylight, clear, calm, and light rain. Do we want to use our 2 rerolls? We can go Metro. Metro. No, that's not 2 rerolls worth. There's a lot of places they can put turrets. There's a lot of places they can put their which has an ER large, 2 ER mediums, an LRM 10, and SRM 6, a Black Lantern D, which has 2 medium pulses and 12 SRMs, a Black Lantern A with an ER PVC and 2 medium pulses. Those are all 711s. Relatively light armor. The Dragonfly has an ER PVC. Battle Cobra has a pair of large pulses, and the Ryokan has, of course, a pair of ER larges and a trio of ER mediums. 3 Black Lanterns, a Dragonfly, a Battle Cobra, and a Ryokan. In addition to all those dang turrets. Speed 6, speed 6, speed 6, speed 4. We got the Crusader, I guess, deploying on round 0. We've got the Stalker deploying on round 0, but those are both 3, 4, and 4, 5 pilots. Those guys are going to get their butts kicked. Those guys are going to get their butts kicked by all of these 0, 1 pilots. Okay. What do we spend our 2 rerolls on then? I mean, if we're deploying on the edge, I would rule that shifting it from that to this is 2 rerolls, because they're still getting to keep all of this in the center. I know it's 3 spots on the list, but the grid, hub, and metro are all basically the same dang thing. So I'm going to go ahead and say that from grid to town is only 2 shifts, not 3. And we will begin the assault. With light rain. We're not deploying minefields because we are attacking their base. They're not attacking ours. We have badly lost initiative, so we are going first for round 0, but we're the only ones going on round 0, if I'm not mistaken. Because they're all arriving on round 1. Okay, so we've got our Crusader down here, and that is our Crusader allied mech with the 4-5 pilot. And then we've got a Stalker over here. The Stalker can start maybe in this Light Woods hex. And just kind of hang out there for a minute. Oh, so many turrets. That's not good. Let's see. We have 1 initiative going into round 1, so they're gonna have to go first. Let's see. We'll start with the Warhammer. And this Heavy Woods. Wait, is that jungle? No, Heavy Woods. Okay, we'll start here and we'll start taking shots at Softball and Jeet. Maybe Goblin and Stress. Oh, there goes Crucifix, who is one of the 0-1s in a Black Lantern. And we've also got Shortbread over here, who is a 0-1 in a Black Lantern. Okay, so we are going to be deploying from the north, it looks like, with a couple of components deploying from the southeast. Okay, Wyvern, who is now in a 5-8 mech, and who is effectively a 0-3 pilot, I believe, with gunnery missile and gunnery specialization. We can have him start here, and advance on shortbread. Okay, we've got backstop over here now, who's a 0-1 and a battle cobra with 2 large pulses. Can we maybe send our marauder? We'll have him jump into these woods in round 1 and then just kind of post up there and cover shortbread and backstop. Yeah, city battles can be tough. That's why I wanted to open things out a bit. Even still, they have so many turrets. This is going to be a real pain. Necromata? No. Renita and the Cestus can start here, and I guess just kind of chill there and maybe take shots at softball here. Softball being the medium bombard turret with 16 mech mortars. Alright, 2 thumpers will be landing in next turn, and 6 arrow 4s will be landing next turn. I don't think they have any tags, so we don't have to worry about them guiding their munitions in. That said... Kappa, you are standing in light woods, you will stand still. Wait, where's trivia going? Arrow 4s could be scary if they hit. Yeah. I'm going to trust that they're not aiming at the right side. I'm going to trust that they're aiming at like the north and west side. Trivia with the ERPPC. Backstop with the large pulse lasers. We'll have tentacle shogun. We'll jump into this hex. Yeah, no, we will go ahead and turn all the way down to the south. We've got him at medium range with everything. Yeah, we've got him with medium range with everything. He's got us at medium range with everything too, but you know. We have more guns than him because we're a 75-ton mech and he's like a 50-ton mech. Let's see, Wyvern. Ooh, Wyvern could rush forward. It's got a fair amount of armor. Alright, Scarponi, you're gonna stand still this turn. Wyvern. Or the Cestus. The Cestus is gonna stand still this turn. Maybe rush forward next turn. Alright, Wyvern, let's come up here. I wish we could kick and then fire our missiles, but that's not the way the rules are written. We will instead be firing our missiles and then kicking. But hopefully we can knock him down with missiles. 3 piloting checks, needing don't know what, get a 10, a 9, and an 8, all succeed. Battle Cobra, running and turning on pavement, needs a 0, gets a 2, needs a 1, gets a 10. Dragonfly unloads elementals in hex 2426. 2426. Black Lantern A tags Tentacle Shogun in the, well, just tagged, not narked. 2426 is here. Okay, so let's start with the Cestus. We've got Softball on zeros. We've got Jeet on zeros. We've got Stress blocked by terrain and Goblin blocked by terrain. Yeah, we'll go Softball on zeros. Has a construction factor of 80, so 15 should definitely do a crit, and 10 should definitely do a crit. 8 might be a crit. And we'll do a couple of other lasers just to bring that construction factor down a little bit. Let's see, Scarponi taking fire from Evac over here with the binary laser, needs a pair of 8s. We've got him on a pair of 1s. That is a construction factor 86. So we would get 2 crits on him if we did this, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're also going to throw in an ER medium just to bring that construction factor down a little bit, and to keep the heat sinks pumping. Let's see. Tentacle Shogun. We've got Backstop on 5s, we've got Crucifix on 5s, we've got Shortbread on 4s. Shortbread has 2 medium pulses and 12 SRMs. Backstop has 2 large pulses. I think Backstop is our priority target on 5s. We're going to do 1 large pulse. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 medium pulses on 5s. That'll put us at 5 heat over. Next turn we can heat up a little bit more. Maybe we can engage that triple strength Myanmar, get in a punch for 15 points or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll build up 5 points of heat this turn, and hopefully not get knocked down by all of these arrows pointing at us. Let's see, our Stalker also taking a bunch of fire from Europa, especially with the Mech Mortar 8. Needing 7s. We've got Mech Mortar 8 needing 6s. We've got 6s and 4s with the large lasers and LRM 5s. We've got LB2Xs on 3s. Alright, Europa. That's the Mech Mortar 8. We'll hit him. He's got a construction factor of 98, so we're not going to get any crits. Yeah, we're gonna go 1 heat over to try to bring him down to where we can crit on him, but we're not gonna get any crits this turn. Not at the construction factor he's got. Wyvern has Crucifix on 4s, has Shortbread on 3s. Shortbread has 2 medium pulses and 2 SRM 6s. Crucifix has an ER large, 2 ER mediums, and 16 missiles. I guess we're gonna take some shots at Shortbread and then we'll kick Crucifix. We'll go 4 heat over to fire everything at Shortbread. Alright, the light flag turret hits Tentacle Shogun in the right torso and center torso for no only 1 point each. And then the LB2X would have hit us in the head, but goes to the center torso, costs Tentacle Shogun his 5th point of edge. Light Shredder turret hits Tentacle Shogun in the center torso, critical for no effect. The Heavy Blaze turret misses our Warhammer on a pair of 8s with a pair of 5s. Our Crusader at the Elementals hits Trooper 5 and Trooper 4 with medium lasers, down to 5 armor on both of those guys. And some SRM 6 Deadfire ammo to Trooper 2, 2, 5, and 3. So those guys are going to be going down a little bit easier. And then the other SRM 6 misses. The Battle Cobra hits Tentacle Shogun in the chest with a large pulse laser down to 20. Small pulse laser misses and then glances to the center torso for no damage. Wait. Small pulse laser glances for no damage. Because a small pulse laser does 3. Divided by 2 is 1. Should have taken a point of damage from that if I'm not mistaken. Light flak turret hits the stalker in the left and right torso, hits him in the left leg. The Cestus, potentially crits on the building, but does not crit. Potentially crits on the building and stuns the crew. Hits with a large, hits with a medium pulse, hits with a medium, down to 36 construction factor. Kappa takes 10 damage, spread out among the left and right torso, the right leg and center torso, down to 20 on that right torso. The Dragonfly hits the Crusader in the chest with an ERPPC for 15, down to 18, and a small pulse laser to the chest, down to 15. Small pulse laser to the left torso, down to 21, and a flamer to the left arm, down to 18. The light bombard turret misses Kappa with a 7, needed a 7, got a 6. Scarponi hits the building, number 14017, hits it for 30 points, gets 2 potential crits, but does not crit on either one. It's down to 50 construction factor. The Calliope turret hits the stalker in the right leg and right torso with large lasers, down to 15 and 12, and then 2 LRM5s do another 6 damage to the center torso and right arm, down to 20 on that right arm. The Black Lantern misses with the PPC, hits a medium pulse laser to the Crusader's right arm for 3, down to 17. Oh, that might be why it did less damage at extreme range. That's probably what it was. Tentacle Shogun hits the Battle Cobra in the right leg with a large pulse laser, and then 4 medium pulse lasers to the right torso, left leg, left arm. Left arm is down to 4, right torso is down to 0 armor. The light bombard turret hits our stalker with another 10 points of damage to the arms, left leg, right torso, center torso. Right torso is down to 10. The heavy flak turret, it's a through armor crit on our stalker's left arm, which goes to the LRM-10 ammo, which causes our stalker to eject. So that is one of our mechs down. Fortunately, it wasn't our mech, but it was a friendly mech. From a lucky through armor crit to the arm. Dang. Wyvern from the Black Lantern takes 7 to the left torso, down to 17, 7 to the right leg, 5 to the right leg, down to 14. ER small missed on a 6, machine guns missed on 8s, SRM 6 hits for 9 SRMs. Right arm, center torso, right arm, down to 18. Left arm would have been the head, costs us a point of edge. Left leg, right torso, left arm, and then a flamer to the center torso, down to 29. Kappa, in his final volley of shots, first and only, hits the building for 2 large lasers, medium laser, and a medium laser, down to 67 construction factor. The medium bombard turret hits the Cestus with 6 mech mortar 2s, or mech mortars for 2 each. Would have been the right torso critical, costs us a point of edge, goes to the right torso, right leg, left arm, right leg, down to 24. The other mech mortar 8 hits with 5 to the right torso, left arm, left torso, center torso, right arm, down to 18. The light missile turret hits the Cestus in the left torso and left arm with 3 each with LRMs. And the Black Lantern hits Tentacle Shogun in the right torso with an ER large laser, glancing blow for 5 damage. And an ER medium to the left torso for 7. LRM 10 hits for 8 to the left leg critical for no effect on the center torso for 3, down to 17. Wyvern. Wyvern at the Black Lantern with the SRMs. First shot goes to the head, forcing Stormy's first consciousness check. Needs a 3, gets a 4. Left leg, left arm, right leg, left torso, center torso, right torso, left arm down to 7, center torso, left arm down to 5, left torso, right arm, left torso, center torso, right arm down to 7, left torso down to 6, left leg, left arm down to 3, center torso, right torso, left leg, left arm down to 1, right arm down to 5, center torso, right leg, center torso down to 13, right arm down to 3, left leg, left arm going internal, right leg down to 16, and yeah, lots and lots of SRMs. The Black Lantern stays standing, took 60 plus, needs a 4, gets a 6. Wyvern was going to kick someone. He rolled a 2 to stay standing and goes down on his legs. And hurts himself in the fall. Dang it. Which means he's going to get kicked instead of kicking the other guy because his SRMs were not able to knock him down. The Battle Cobra took 20 plus, needs a 2, gets a 7. Tentacle Shogun needs a 4, gets a 7. Cestus needs a 4, gets a 10. The Crusader needs a 6, gets a 5. Goes down on his right torso and right leg, down to 19 in both of those locations. And Ludwig needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 5. Takes a hit, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 2. And that's both of our allied mechs out of the action. And the Dragonfly kicks our Crusader in the head. Ludwig now needs a 5 to wake up, and a medium laser to the head will kill him. Or 2 SRMs, you know, whatever. The Black Lantern is up to 8 heat. The Black Lantern is up to 4. Our Archer is up to 4. Their Black Lantern is up to 4. The Dragonfly is up to 9. Battle Cobra is up to 6. Their Ryokan is holding at 0. We're at 3 with our Warhammer, 5 with our Marauder, 6 with our Crusader. Oh man, that was not a good round for us. We've got units deploying in 5 more rounds, but we've lost initiative. Because we rolled a 5 and they rolled a 7, and we've got the same bonus this time. Wait, did we not get... Oh, there we go. We're at 89, they're at 97. We're getting our butts kicked. We've cost them 1,000 points, they've cost us 3,000 points. Heckin' Doc, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. A pleasure to meet you. Sorry you can't hang out for long, but yeah, things are not going great at the moment. We are in fact getting our butts kicked by a bunch of clan mechs. We've lost our Stalker, our Crusader is unconscious. Our Archer is prone. We've got a Cestus, a Warhammer, and a Marauder that are still in fighting trim. That's about it. Yeah, I'm hoping to pull this one out, but when we're trying to get them down to 75%, it's going to be a challenge. We might end up, well, I don't know how this mission's gonna go. We might end up having to fall back or something. Let's see, Tentacle Shogun. Would like to get into medium laser range of backstop if we can. That gives us shots on his left side, which looks like his strong side, other than his arm. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, Scarponi. Move 7 hexes and kind of try to reinforce over here because that seems to be where they're concentrating all of their units. Our cestus can no longer stand still. We need to advance. We can maybe take out softball as we go past, but we need to be reinforcing wyvern over here. Let's just... We've got 3 medium mechs and a turret over here. We got 2 medium mechs, or 3 medium mechs over here as well. Tentacle Shogun now has shortbread in his back arc. That's not great. Let's see, backstop and the Battle Cobra has the 2 large pulses. Yeah. I think Wyvern is going to move 3 hexes and get into backstop's face. Needs a 3 to get up, shouldn't be a problem. And Crucifix is probably going to get into his back, but that's okay. Scarpone can shoot at Crucifix no matter where he goes. Oh, Kappa. Oh, I forgot. You were ejected. Yeah, you can go ahead and flee. Alright, Battle Cobra. Running and turning needs a 0, gets a 10. Archer needs a 3, gets a 5. Archer needs a 3, gets a 5. Archer needs a 3, gets a 10. Black Lantern needs a 0, needs a 1, and Kappa flees. Okay. Artillery comes down. Doesn't appear to hit anyone, which is good. Let's start with Scarpone. We've got backstop on 7s. We've got shortbread on 8s. We'll go for backstop. Or Bliss. We've got Bliss on 1s. Bliss has 3 SRM2s. Backstop, I think, is gonna be the bigger priority target with the 2 large pulse lasers. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 ER PPCs on... well, hold on. We'll do a PPC and 2 ER mediums on 7s, and we'll throw in a medium on a 9 just to be 1 heat over. Let's see, we've got Crucifix over here, which has full armor, large laser, medium laser, 16 missiles. Or backstop, which has 2 large pulses and is down to 86 armor. That's gonna be backstop. We're gonna try to take out him. We're gonna try to take him down. Gonna concentrate fire a little bit. We're not gonna overheat too badly. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. Because I don't think it's going to take more. Tentacle Shogun has Crucifix on 3s. Actually, we can twist to the left. We can fire all of our right side guns at Crucifix and then punch Shortbread in the face with some TSM. No, because TSM is not going to become active until next turn. Well, we can still punch him in the face for 8. Which would be nice. Yeah, we'll do 1 large pulse on a 3. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. Yeah, that'll put us at 9 heat over, which should be perfect for the TSM. The Cestus does not have eyes on anyone over here, so we're going to shoot at Softball. Who has, I think, what did that say, 36 structure remaining? 36 structure remaining, yeah. Let's go ahead That'll be 21, 11, 3, -3, and we'll go ahead and just finish it off with everything. Okay. Light flak turret hits tentacle shogun in the chest and right torso for 1 each, left torso and right leg for 1 each, down to 17 on that left torso. Light shredder turret hits tentacle shogun in the left arm for 2, left leg for 2, right torso critical for 2, down to 16, no effect on the crit. Right leg for 2, down to 29. Crusader takes 17 to the right leg and right torso from an unknown source. Let's see. Scarponi hits the Battle Cobra in the right leg, critting on his lower leg and leaving him with 2 structure. ER medium to the center torso leaves him with 9 armor. The Battle Cobra with large pulse lasers hits Tentacle Shogun in the right leg and right arm for 10 each, down to 19 and 14. The Crusader takes another 4 to the legs, another 4 to the legs, and another 6 to the left arm and right torso, right leg. And another 2 to the right leg, down to 1 armor. Wyvern at backstop hits him with all the SRMs. Left leg down to 6, right arm down to 7. Left arm, center torso, left arm down to 0, center torso down to 5, SRM 4 to the right leg, destroys the right leg and blows off the right leg at the same time. Center torso down to 3, left arm down to 4, left leg down to 4. Left torso, center torso internal, center torso critting on his engine and gyro. Left torso, right leg, right torso critting on his gyro, down to 6 structure. The Crusader takes another 18 to the left arm and right leg, goes internal, blows off the right leg. Crusader takes another 15 to the left arm, destroying it and transferring it to the left torso. Takes another 7 to the left arm, transfers into the left torso, leaves it with 10. 7 to the right leg, transfers into the right torso, leaves it with 3. Crusader takes another 2 to the right leg, transfers into the right torso, right leg transfers into the right torso, critting on his LRM-15 ammo, and there goes our other allied mech with another ammo explosion. Tentacle Shogun at the Black Lantern hits him in the left arm, right leg, right leg, and the center torso down to 18. Left arm is down to 3. Right leg is down to 8. The Crusader takes another 3 to the left arm, 3 to the right arm. It all goes to the torso. Black Lantern hits Tentacle Shogun in the right arm for 7, down to 7. Medium pulse laser to the left leg, down to 18. ER small to the left torso rear, crits on a jump jet with 2 armor remaining. ER small to the left leg for 5, ER and a machine gun to the left torso rear leaves it with 0. Machine gun to the left leg critical. Through armor crit blows off the left leg. Man, they're just getting super lucky with these through armor crits on the limbs blown off. We can only blow off a limb at the same time as we destroy it. They're just blowing them off with through armor crits. SRM6, SRM6, right torso rear, left leg, left torso rear. Jump jet and engine crit. Okay, so he's going to be up to 14 heat, at least. The Crusader takes another bunch of damage. The Cestus hits the building and destroys the building. The light missile turret hits the Cestus in the left torso and right leg. The Black Lantern hits the Marauder in the right leg and the left arm. Hits him in the left torso and center torso. Hits him in the left arm and right torso. We destroyed a building. Battle Cobra goes down on his CT, crits on his engine and gyro. Will Sword, needs a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets the 7. Tentacle Shogun automatically goes down, takes 5 to the chest and 3 to the right leg. Needs a 14 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 7. Takes a point of damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 7. Which means that we're not going to get to punch him in the face, and in fact he is going to get to kick us in the back. Wyvern can kick backstop on a 3. We kicked him in the right arm, which destroyed his right arm and transferred into the right torso. Goes internal, leaves him with 5 structure. They kicked us in the left leg for 11. They kicked us in the left arm for 11. Goes internal, leaves us with 11 structure. Wyvern needs a 3 to stay standing, gets a 4. Crucifix is at 8 heat, Shortbread is at 6, Backstop is at 20 heat, needs a 6 to avoid shutting down, gets a 12, needs a 4 to avoid an ammo explosion, gets a 7. Tentacle Shogun needs a 4 to avoid shutting down, gets a 7. Cestus is running at 2 heat. What's our battle value looking like? We've got units deploying in 3 more rounds. We're at 73, they're at 89. They've got us down by 7,000, we've got them down by 4. And not being able to bring in reinforcements without it counting as a contract breach is really restricting. Let's just put it that way. Especially when they can bring everything and everything. Well, okay. I'm sorry guys, but I've got a lot going on right now. I didn't mention this earlier, but my car is in the shop with transmission problems. My fiance just got home. I've got some things I need to talk to her about. I'm gonna go ahead and save this game, and hopefully we can come back to it. But I'm not going to count on it, frankly. We're just gonna call it the battle. Yeah, we're gonna call that a saved game. And we're gonna call this an exit save as well. That is in 50.11. Yeah, that's 50.11. Under saved games, we're calling that an exit save. I do apologize, guys, but victory conditions? Oh, we're not worried about winning. We're worried about not dying. Victory conditions are 75%. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna save our campaign. We're gonna maybe come back to this next week, maybe not. We'll see. But in the meantime, I do apologize, guys, but I have to go. I've got things I need to do. Real life beckons, and if I'm going to have a ride to work in the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to do something about it. So I do apologize, but this is where we're going to call it for now, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I was getting my butt kicked. /S. That was totally sarcastic. It has everything to do with the fact that I'm getting my butt kicked. But we will see how it goes next week. Thank you, Little Willie. I appreciate the well wishes. We'll see if I have a new car next week or if I've got the transmission fixed. Could go either way right now. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. And we will see you guys next week. Until then, have a good one.